specialty marketing department. Through this tense moment of the coronavirus for many weeks already, Advantech has designed for a series of live seminars. And today, we're going to focus on a very interesting topic: how enterprise responds to the COVID-19 crisis. We have invited Chaney, our co-founder, Executive Director of Board of Advantech, to deliver today for this topic, and also later on, we'll have a panel discussion, so stay with us. Now, later on, we'll have a Q&A session, so we're going to lucky draw for 2 pieces of thermometer, and this is made in Taiwan. So please leave your message at the Q&A chat box at the at the right hand of YouTube screen. So very excited. Now let's get started. We welcome Chaney.
Hello. Hi, dear colleagues and dear customer. Good afternoon. This is Chaney Ho. Today is a very special experience for me because this is the first time I deliver a speech by live seminar. Due to the coronavirus, all the travel are stopped, all the employees all the city actually is locked down, and most of our colleagues are now working from home, same as our customer actually are working from home. So as a business leader, I'm thinking how we can keep our business ongoing. And also during this period, how can I say hello to our global colleagues and also our customers. You are now probably working from your home. So we take the technology, use the technology to share with you. So before, in the beginning, I'd like to share with you, give a very short speech about how do we respond to the coronavirus as an enterprise. Okay, first I'd like to share with you what's going to change after or during the coronavirus. Okay, first one, I think after the coronavirus, I believe the global supply chain will be changed. The globalization rule will be reset. So you will see many factories will be decentralized from China to the country like Vietnam, Malaysia, Thailand, Philippines, India, Mexico, or even Europe. So the decentralized. And secondly, those decentralized factories will be moved close to the market. So move the factory close to the market so we can provide a prime service. That will be the key, the trend. And lastly, I think you will see many countries, many companies will have their regional hub to prevent this kind of such a big scale lockdown. And secondly, you will see a working style change. So in the past, normally we go to the office and we say hello with our colleagues. We drink the coffee or tea with the colleagues for team building. But during this period, all the country announced lockdown and also request all the people working from home. So in the past few months, everyone working from home. So we use the technology like Microsoft Teams or Zoom or Skype to communicate with our colleague and with your customer. And also our lifestyle is also changing. We don't have the chance to go to the bar or the restaurant to have a meal with your friend or your family. So we only order our meat from Uber Eats or Foodpanda. So it's a new lifestyle. And you will understand, you will experience how simple is our life. Our life can be very simple. Okay, no luxury. So I think that will generate a lot of different thinking. And also, because of that, a new market will be generated. So I like to encourage all the enterprise to focus, to think what kind of new opportunity was generated because of the coronavirus. So let me share with you what kind of new demand from the market. For example, that the telemedicine will be triggered. So in the future, from now on, you don't need to go to the hospital to see your doctor. You can sit in your home using Zoom or Teams to talk with your doctor, and your doctor can issue the prescription, and then you can get the medicine from carrier. So you don't need to go to leave your home, but you can get all the medical care. And also the working from home, you will see many new working from home tool and system. And also think about how can we, during this period of time, how can we service our customer? How can we introduce our product to customer? How can we troubleshooting our customer's machine? And also you will see many new business, online business. So not only our A09, all our key account sales, now they need to talk with customer by Skype or by telephone to communicate with customer. And lastly, you will see many come in, like a drone or AGV to deliver the food to the people locked down in their home. So a lot of new demand will be generated. So think about what kind of new generation, new needs generation. So come back to the enterprise. As an enterprise, first you need to think about how do you develop the new product to meet the new requirement due to the coronavirus. So because in this period, your sales are not allowed to go to see customer. Your production was shut down, but actually your R&D people still can running day and night to think about our new product development. So during this period, think about what kind of new product you can offering to your customer. And also, from management point of view, my suggestion is go back to the basic. Don't watch TV every day. Shut down your TV and don't read the newspaper. And then back to the basic to practice how to working from home, how to communicate with your colleagues, your customer in their home. And also to apply the online marketing tool from offline to online to introduce our company, our event. And lastly, you told probably it's the time for you to do the inventory sharing. Okay, then coming to the section that in Europe, our manager also encourage our people to share their photo, working from home photo on website. So let everyone know each other, although we are not meet together. And then, so next I'd like to share with you the leadership change during this period. So we need to change from a transactional leadership to more transformational leadership. What is transactional leadership? In normal time, so usually we use KPI, we use the OKR, very process-oriented to manage our team, our people, and give incentive and punishment for their achievement. I call this as leading by pressure. This is real time. But during this periods of time, you need to adopt the transformational leadership. Means people first, touch second. And as a manager, we need to more sympathy and a more understanding about your employee, your situation, and a more impersonal approach. And you need to leading by example. So you need to shift your leadership a little bit. And what is the transformational leadership? I pause here is you need to build up your competence in front of your employee, and you need to motivate them from their heart, not just a lip service. And you need to build a learning organization, and you need to share the risk with your team. And you have the same working style, lifestyle with your customer. So lastly, I like to share with you a sentence to motivate you, to share with you. This is the word that I like very much. It's called tough time never lasts, but tough people do. I believe the coronavirus eventually will be gone, and we will go back to normal. We'll come back to office. We are able to go to the restaurant, to shopping. So don't be too negative. We need to think positive, because without positive thinking, you cannot stand up for longer. So only the tough people can survive, can pass over this tough situation. So this is the word I like to share with you to encourage our manager, our colleagues, and I also like to share with our customer to think positive. Okay, so this is my presentation. And next, I like to invite my colleagues, Vincent Chang, who is the sales manager, sales VP for all the Advantech AIntercon region. So most of his team are working from now. So he launched this program, and so I like to sit down, please. I like to invite Chaney, Vincent to join me, and also later on I will invite our country manager from Malaysia, Elvin, and also our key account manager, Andrey, from our Moscow office in Russia, to have a panel discussion. So Vincent, so I like to ask you why you like to initiate this live seminar section. Why you want to launch this program?
Okay. So I think the coronavirus is very unexpected for everyone. Can you imagine that 3 months ago, in the beginning of this year, when we have the kickoff meeting with our teams, we are all feel very positive about the business in this year. But just 3 months later, now everything changed. Now most of the people in the different country, they work from home. The city locked down, everything goes slow down and even stop. 4 weeks ago, the Malaysia, this is the first overseas country that announced the lockdown. We realized it will become the global trend very soon. So we need to move faster and do some action quickly. Okay. At the meantime, we see this is a very big challenge, but also we see the big opportunity. This is what we call the digital transformation. That's the reason, this is why we would like to initiate the business continuity plan. So the so-called the business continuity plan, we including the 5 different programs. The first one is for internal sales engine and engineer training program. The second one is for external. We would like to host the online external seminar program to our customer, to our partner, to our end user. Third is we do the AIntercon business continuity programs. AIntercon is a very unique Advantech business model. We call it Advantech online business. During the COVID-19 periods, most of the business, like the key account, like the channel business, all become very slow. But I think this is a very good timing for the Advantech online business. But however, before we do the AIntercon business, is at office. But right now, most of people stay at home. So we also need to do something for the AIntercon business continuity program so that they can keep doing the business at home. Okay. The third is also the online seminar program, but we will go to the local, go to the each countries. And the online seminar programs will come with the different language. For example, like the Russian, like the Vietnamese, like the Turkish, like the Spanish, and so on. So that our seminar can have the bigger coverage to support more widely customers. Okay. And the last one is this is a new program we are considering, is talking about the AIntercon, combine the AIntercon and live stream. Okay. So we call the online shop live programs. I think it will be very interesting and will coming launch very soon. So now I would like to share some more details about our programs. Okay. So the first one is we talking about the internal training programs. Okay. So for the internal training programs, the product sales training, we host 12 in a week, every Monday, every Fridays. And totally we have 108 people will join these programs. And we said the benchmark is 8 points. So every training program, after the training, we will have the test exam. If the people, your result less than 8, you need to retest until you pass. So the next one is we host external online seminar programs. If you would like to host this program by one single country with one single team, I think it will be very difficult. So that's the reason we integrate, consolidate all the resources from the globally. So totally we have 13 countries join this program, from Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, Vietnam, Australia, India, Russia, UAE, Israel, Turkey, Mexico, even the Brazil. So we're working together across 3 different time zones, consolidate all the resources. Every RBU hosts the one online seminar working together for this program. So even you can see that we make the online seminar calendars. We send the calendars to our customer by the EDM. So the user, the customer, like you can free to pick up the topic what you are interested in, just like your TV channel calendars. Okay, so let's see our result in the past 2 weeks. So for the internal product training programs, we are asking all the sales and the engineer, now is 108 people, you have to join. But consider to about the real working situation. Some of people may choose the offline video training. But for the first online training, the attendance rate is more than 18%. The result of the exam after the training, the average is 7.7. So it's very close to 8. So it shows our team, they learn very efficiently and also work very hardly by our internal training program. The next is what we want to share, the external seminar programs. For the external online seminar, the average of the attendance for each seminar is 176 people. And the maximum, even we can have the 215 people for one seminar. So the average of the attendance rate for each country is more than 18%. So that it shows our team, we run the program very solid and the disciplines. The next action, we will duplicate this experience to each country, host a local online seminar program by the different language so that we can have bigger coverage, touch the real field business. Okay. So this is my sharing about the business continuity programs.
Okay, it's a very, very impressed. Although we are shut down, we are working from home, but Vincent is the thing about how we can have a more creative, more proactive approach to motivate our people, to train our people, and also how can we continue to support our customers' business. So that's very good. And Vincent, you're talking about the digital transformation. So during this kind of coronavirus period, how can we help customers to do the digital transformation? Is that the good timing for customer to do digital transformation during this period?
Yes. So in the past, we are Advantech, we are very leading for the industrial IoT market. We always talking about like the industrial 4.0, talking about the digital transformation. But Chaney, you know that after COVID-19, I believe that because of the COVID-19, it's helping us to push the digital transformation. Even
Yes.
I believe it will come faster, coming very soon in the near futures.
Yes, there's
Now-
a joke. You know, there's a joke. Who make the digital transformation? It's not CEO. It's not CTO. It's not CIO. It's coronavirus 19. Okay,
I would say from the market.
from the market. So last, I'd like to ask Vincent, is there any strategic thinking behind this kind of program you design? Your
Okay.
team?
So in short, I think I will share about my perspective and expectation about the strategy thinking from two different angles. The first one is for employee. We create the self-learning platform for all of our employees. Most of people now they are working from home. So we would like to leverage this kind of the opportunities, take the times for our employee to self-learning when they are work from home. So they can refresh their business skill and the knowledge. Okay. So get ready, get your energy after the COVID-19. The second is for the external. The people, I think no matter it's for Advantechers, customers, partners, everyone in the different countries, different time zone, we create an environment that people have the chance can meet each other by internet. So we create the topic for everyone for the conversation. Keep the conversation as usual. So it's not only for the business, but also we keep the people connection
Okay,
and the
great.
relationship.
So Vincent, thank you very much. You are not only a business manager, you are also a good people manager. Okay, Vincent just mentioned about Malaysia is the first country to request all the office shut down. All the employees must be working from home. So next, I'd like to invite our country manager of Malaysia office, Elvin, to share, to tell us what's the situation happen nowadays in Malaysia and how does our people working from home. Elvin.
Okay, good afternoon and good morning to everybody. Thanks for Chaney, your inspiring speech, and also Vincent, his sharing on the corporate strategic directive and the business continuity program during this COVID-19 crisis. Before I answer, Chaney, your question, I would like to share two marketing engagement of COVID-19 activity we have rolled out in Malaysia to show our highest appreciation towards all the frontliners in the world, especially to Malaysia Army, police, doctor, nurse, those working at hospital, medical center, who take the highest risk to keep us safe. And as a responsive citizen, let's do our part by practice 6 habits of good hygiene to protect yourself and those around the world and to stop the virus change. And back to the question, as Chaney you asked, here we might share. As just now mentioned by Vincent, Malaysia is the first country in Asia to announce the partial lockdown, or we so-called MCO locally, Movement Control Order. Under this act, only those essential product and medical industry supply chains are allowed to operate partially. And MCO was announced by Malaysia Prime Minister on 16 March, evening 4 o'clock. And will be imposed strictly on 18 March, with only one day left before the MCO. So most of the local people and company are in uncertainty about the act, like what they can do and what they cannot do, as this never happened in Malaysia. So the MCO has created the anxiety, and nobody will know how serious it will impact the business, daily life, and during the lockdown. Okay. So from the corporate local management team, within limited 24 hours preparation time, we have initiated some action by hosted 2 important meetings within the management team and also within the employee. What is the employee practice? So this section we so-called sharing is caring. The purpose actually is to make a few quick decisions on the action, how to respond toward this urgency nationwide partial lockdown. There are three key actions which we concluded during this lockdown, which I would like to share here. The first one, the employee data practice. Second, business sustainability plan. Third one, business continuity plan. And I will elaborate more on the next page. Okay, the first action, the company and employee practice, as echo to Chaney, just now you're sharing on about transformational leadership sharing. The meetings is to share with the employee to stay safe, healthy as a first priority. Okay, and we are also sharing on the work from home guideline, what tools, resources needed, for example, the medical masks, IT tools, and so on. From personal perspective, we will share with the employee what to do, what don't do, during this lockdown. And also, thanks to one of the panelists, Vincent, my direct boss, he's a magic sourcing to supply the medical to Malaysia team, which was seriously shortage during mid of March last month. And also here, we're to thanks to Johnny, AIntercon channel manager, and also Singapore Advantech team on the mass delivery to Malaysia, which we received safely on 23rd during the lockdown. Okay, the second action I would like to share is a business sustainability plan to build out the effective team at the operation and logistics in order for us, to provide the continuous service and support to those companies obtain, the government exemption to run business partially is important, and including, the shipment delivery and also the on-the-way shipment that will be expected to arrive, in Malaysia port during the first few day lockdown. Okay, so for sales team, we also encourage and also advise, to keep their always service on mode all the time, whereby they will be connected, to the customer for their frequent online communication, and also to understand customer business operation mode in order to minimize the business impact. And also, this is also the time, to build the trust with the customer to provide further help, no matter from business or from the personal perspective. Okay. And the third one, the last action that we roll out is the business continuity program. As echo to Vincent sharing just now, we, Malaysia office, the whole team will need to have the self-learning, the soft skill improvement, which was scheduled and rolled out, including the test. Okay, so every sales and engineer, the marketing need to attend the webinar, and also we invited our channel partner member to join as well. And I would say that the outcome was amazing with the overwhelming attendance and a lot of the Q&A interaction. And I think for the government special approval, I also need to appreciate my team, finance and operation manager, Ms. Ong and her team, that submit the application, and we obtain, the government exemption to run the business from 30th March onward. And during this period, we are happy to have, the goods to deliver to the customer 180,000, and we still, able, to receive the deal about 600,000. Yeah.
So Elvin, it's very happy to know that our CTOS and IMA still remain on operation, so we are able to serve our customer. And I also take this opportunity, I'd like to share with our colleagues and the customer that our two main factories in China and in Taiwan are also fully running. So we are 100% on production. So you don't need to worry about the delivery and the supply of our system. So thank you for Elvin. Please take care of your employee, our colleagues, and convey our regard to our dear colleagues in Malaysia. Okay?
Sure.
Next, I'd like to invite our key account sales manager, Andrew, from Moscow office in Russia. Hi,
Andrew. My warm greetings to the to our guests. Hi, everybody.
Okay, great. Can you share with us the working situation in Moscow nowadays? I know Moscow office also requests to be shut down, and all of our sales are working from home, right?
Yeah, exactly. We're actually working from home for a month already.
Okay.
And Moscow would be locked down until the end of April, but who knows until what date? It should be continued.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
And do you like to share with how do your sales to keep connect with our customer?
Well, I guess email still remains the tool everybody is using all the day long, and is the easiest way to send info. But as for now, WhatsApp is being used more often, not just for texting and voice calls, but for video calls. As for relatively new tools, we're all now using Microsoft Teams, Zoom, and GoToMeeting virtually daily. And if to speak on managing this situation with our customers, we have figured out with the team 6 quite simple steps suitable for the current situation. First one is try to stay even closer to the customer, extending your hours, stay available to the customer using all popular apps. Then check how partners and customers are doing, how strongly the crisis affects them. The third one is reconsidering target verticals as the environment has changed and now new customers are seeking for solutions.
Okay.
Then we have events canceled, and we are now rechecking participants from previous years to find some new customers as they're also seeking solutions. Then we'll try to switch to the specific offers tailored to customer instead of wide sales. And of course, we're trying to sell with empathy and still focusing on value we offer, which continues regardless of the macro environment.
New business you found during this coronavirus period? Well,
yeah, and most of the cases I'd like to highlight are coming with a straight relevance to the situation people in the economy are facing right now, whether it's a demand for medical equipment or the growing need to become more digital. I will hardly say anything new, but all around the world, medical equipment is on high demand right now, and Russian companies produce such equipment. So we got last month some opportunities to offer single board computers for lung ventilators.
Okay.
Then
great.
another example, one of our partners in Moscow is developing a smart retail solution to minimize staff and cost based on 700 industrial gateway. Then we have noticed that our brand new product, artificial intelligence computer MIG 730 with NVIDIA Jensen on board, has become a wanted solution these days, particularly in providing a lot of opportunities for the infrastructure and transport smart services by minimizing risks and man's workload. Thank you.
Okay. We also see this kind of a demand from global players, especially in the medical and healthcare sector. Similar requirement for medical and healthcare. Okay, so thanks for Andrey. So coming to Vincent. So I'd like to give a closing that we have a good team in global, and we have a good managers, and you have a very proactive approach during this period to continue to offering the training development for our colleagues, and also we provide continuous service and support to our customer. Okay. So do you like to share with you what do you expect after applying all of the strategy during the COVID-19? And what's next for the Advantech?
Okay, thank you, Chaney. So I think that, again, to sharing my perspective from the two different angles. The first one, from the business point of view, I think that it's obviously digital transformation is definitely the trend in the coming futures. We should hope this opportunity moving faster also change our business model from traditional business approach moving to the online business models. The second, self-learning, self-training to enhance our fundamental business skill and the knowledge, also essential at this moment. On the other hand, from the moral point of view, we leverage the technology, connect the people together. We are still working, we meet together, we work together every day, but just because by the internet. So can you imagine that if one day, 24 hours, you stay at home watching the TV, looking at the news about the COVID-19, what's your feeling? So Chaney, probably you don't know that in the beginning of the March, I just finished my business trip from the overseas countries. When I come back to the Taiwan, based on the policies, I have to stay at my home, work from home for 14 days. Nothing I can do. Every day I watching the TV, look at all the news about the COVID-19, tell me about how many people infected, how many people confirmed. To be honest, not very positive. So I think it's very important for us to give this program to our people, not only for the Advantechers, even to our partners, to transfer their focus on the business, keep the life going as usual, stay in positive. So I think this is very important from my point of view. And
Okay.
And the second, so like what you mentioned about what's the next for the Advantech. I think the first one, we leverage technology, work closely with our partner more by the digital transformation. I think we talk a lot, I don't need to emphasize anymore. Second, Advantech as the leader of the industrial IoT market, we understand and we very confident about the direction what we choose is for the industrial IoT direction, digital transformation is right, it's no problem, and we will keep moving toward on this way. And we believe it even will come sooner in the coming futures. And the third, social care. So to leverage IoT technology to develop more intelligent solutions to helping people. Like for example, like Chaney, what you share about healthcare. Now we have the telehealth solutions. We can help support the first line doctor, nurse for the remote diagnosis, keep away from the dangerous and the infection, contribute our value to the society. And the last one is to empower our, is to support and secure our employee, the working safety. As I always emphasize, life is keep going. We need to work out the advance the management process to helping our employee work properly and safely, keep the business and the life going as usual. Okay. And the last, I would like to share two words, two sentences. One is from the West, one is from the East to all of the audience today. The first one is, no matter how long the night, the arrival of the daylight association. The second is, no matter how the East my path, I will never lose my faith. I understand that it's a very difficult moment for everyone, but we never lose my faith to the futures.
Okay, that's great. So move our business from offline to online and continues to do the self-learning every day. And we need to inspire each other. and this is the best time for us to do the digital transformation. So today's this is the end of our live seminar, but not yet. Now we have more than very close to 1,000 participants online. So next, I'd like to open the time for you guys to raise questions. And all the ones who raise questions have the chance to have a lucky draw for a very precious gift from Taiwan, which is the temperature measurement system. Okay? Any question? Okay, there's the first question from, this is from Malaysia. Okay, the question is, COVID-19 will be last long globally. Government will reopen economics with more restriction. What will be the new growth engine for Advantech to sustain as a global leader in AIoT? I guess this is the question from our colleagues. They were worried about our business. Can our business continue to grow and be a global leader in the AIoT field? Okay, so Vincent, you would like to answer this question?
Okay, so just like what we shared last of the topic and points today, digital transformation will be the very clear direction for the coming futures. And just like we understand the governments that will reopen the economy with more and more restrictions. But however, the trend is we will help us to leverage the technology, okay, to doing the something more by the business with more smoothly and more efficient. And Advantech, we already emphasize, we focus on the industrial business, industrial IoT business, and even we define our strategy for the coming 30 years. And I believe that even with the COVID-19, you are helping us to move closer, move faster to come with the digital transformation, leverage the IoT technology to helping our business and helping our customer work closely to the market.
Okay, I also have some comment for this question. I believe after this Corona-19 virus period, every government will stimulate the economics. So they will make investment more in infrastructure. And also they are encourage all the private sector to do digital transformation. They will provide the funding for the private sector to do the digital transformation. So I believe that's a good opportunity for Advantech. Okay? And the second question is there any change on the business model of Advantech during the situation of COVID-19 crisis? I think we already said that we will move from offline to online more, and we will not stop our service and service to our customer. So we continue to engage with customer. Okay, next question is how you fulfill or satisfy customers' physical requests under COVID-19 situation. Again, example. As I mentioned that our factory in Kunshan and Taiwan continues to running, okay, full production. Our challenge now is to how to ship those goods to the customer's hand, because most of the air and the cargo are stopped. But I believe that still some limited cargo, so we can ship our goods from ocean to air freight. So we continue to deliver it. And also our employee, our technical engineer in every country is still working. They are still on station. So we can provide the service by phone, or they can go to on-site under the permission from the government. Okay. And the next question is how can you ensure sustainable finance and the stable cash reserve during a crisis? Okay, let me answer the question. Okay, don't worry about that. I think Advantech is very close to 300 million US. It's about 90 亿嘛, right? We have about 300 million US cash in bank. So you don't need to worry about that we will get into trouble financially. Okay. And the next question is the epidemic situation is a big challenge for all of us, but also an opportunity for a company to grow. Do you plan to develop new Advantech product to better fit the new market demand? I think, as I mentioned, that we really see many new demand from medical sector. I just give you an example that we have developed a telemedicine system for hospital, okay, and we working with the very famous online telemedicine system in US to provide a total service to our customer in hospital. And also in China, we work with the robot company, AGV company, to design a food delivery system, adapt our mic direct computer, and also the temperature measurement system in every airport or every institute is computer. So actually we see many new requirements because of the academic situation. Okay, next question is if most staff still need to go in office for using computer network to operate private system like ERP, how could we solve this problem? Okay, actually, we have VPN system. We provide the VPN system for all for some of the employee, for example, finance people, auto processing people, be able to get access to our ERP, and we allow our sales to access our CRM system from home, from outside. So we don't have this kind of issue. So if you have this kind of issue, please let us know. We can resolve for you. Any more question? Okay, next question is what are the automation product Advantech advocate post COVID-19 lockdown? Vincent?
Yes. I think that during the COVID-19 situations, we see the very good chance, and even we call the AI applications. Like what Andrey he shared about, we launch a series of the AI products. Because of COVID-19, we need the artificial intelligence to calculate more efficient like the virus spread situations. Even we detect the people flow and detect the temperatures from the people, manage this well. Like for example, in Taiwan, we have the mask map. So everyone can use your mobile phone to check how and where you can buy the mask nearby you. And you need to leverage the big data analysis and by the AI functions. For those kind of the application, and we see it will be booming after the COVID-19 situation. And at Advantech, we also see this trend. And actually, we already early deploy this kind of the product to the market. So I believe that it will be very match for the market needs after the COVID-19.
Okay. Thanks. Next question, as we are doing B2B online marketing, may I know the best way to reach our target group? As early I mentioned about, there's many new requirement was generated because of the COVID-19. For example, in telemedicine, in medical equipment, and also the drone or robot food delivery system, temperature measurement system. So I suggest in this period, you can focus on those medical sector or monitoring, automation sector. And actually, we are compile all of the application we discover from global press during this period of time. Probably Jennifer can supply to you that what kind of business we are doing in global press. Okay, for your reference. Okay, for today, so many questions. Are you sanitized product before dispatch to various countries? What precaution measure you are taking and your production environment to protect employee from infection? I can answer the second part. All the workers in our factory need to bear their mask. It's a must. So no one. Today I'm not bear the mask because other colleagues they have a mask, so I'm safe. Okay, but in factory everyone need to have a mask. And as for regarding do we to do the sanitizer our product before dispatch, I'm not sure. Be honest, I'm not sure. But this is a good idea. I can ask our manufacturing manager to take a look on this question. Thank you for your suggestion. The next question is how can we transform the traditional way business to online business? What are the key points? I think this question has been self-answered already because we spent 1 hour to talking about the offline to online to talk about all the, So unless Vincent, you want to answer this question?
I think in summarize, first one, technology, of course, definitely is essential to helping us to transfer the business from traditional to the online. But however, the second I would like to share is from the mindset. The doing business approach the mindset need to be changed. In the traditional way, people always prefer to visit the customer face by face. Yes, something is non-replaceable, like the people face-to-face engagement. But however, we also need to change our mindset, thinking about how we can doing the business, leverage the technology, be more efficient. Okay, so change the mindset. I would say this is also another key point. If you want to transfer your business from the traditional to the new age of the online business model.
Okay, more question? Yes. What is the best affordable IoT product to keep track the social distance, compressed and sending alert and awareness automatically, especially from factory or even at the office building or commercial? Boom. I think this is the question belong to the government. Actually, as I know, Taiwan government has a very sophisticated system leveraging our mobile phone and our telco base station system, so they can alarm to the people who are approaching to the one has been disappeared. For those to infect people, appear in this area, all the people surrounding will get a short message, text message from the government to say you are very close to a infected person. So this is not the enterprise issue. I think this is the government, the CDC of each country. They should think about this. And this solution is available from Taiwan government. And as I know, Israel also have this kind of solution. Okay? Okay, Vincent, as a business manager, I think you are the most suitable person to answer this question. How about industrial outlook after COVID-19 outbreak based on Advantech perspective? Better or worse?
I would say like this. In Chinese, we say 危机就是转机. I mean, the risk also come with the opportunity. That's what I mentioned about in the beginning stage. We solved the big challenge from the COVID-19 part. However, we also is the big opportunity during the COVID-19. Like what we mentioned about is like the push for the digital transformation. At the meantime, we see the lot of the good opportunities. Yeah. Also is in Advantech business scope, leverage the industrial IoT technology, like something we're talking about Industrial 4.0, helping the factory making something be more efficient and timely remote monitoring. Second, healthcare health solution. I believe it will be the very popular in the coming futures. Yeah. Third, AI. I think we're talking about not only for the IIoT, but also the AIoT. We need the more artificial intelligence functions to helping us to avoid like the virus spread to the world, to calculate how to manage the patient, be more efficient. Something like this kind of the application, I believe, will be more and more. So, yes, we see the big challenge from the COVID-19, but however, this is also kind of the opportunity. It will come after the challenge.
Okay. So next question, are you able to share any change that are planned with regard to Advantech's manufacturing location? Okay, you know, at this moment, we have 3 manufacturing sites in the world. One in China and one in Taiwan. This is the 2 major sites. And one in Japan, in Kyushu, in Japan. And we have 15 CETOs assembly line in 15 countries. So this is we already implement the risk sharing strategy. We don't put everything in one location. So, and we will continue to move our assembly close to the customer site, especially for the major site. So at this moment, we have 3 major CETOs, one in North America, one is Europe, and one in China. Okay, and in the other 12 countries, we also have CETOs. Okay. Okay, so I think today we answer many questions. So in the end, we still have a couple. I'd like to invite Vincent or Elvin or Andrew to have a final closing. Vincent, you have any comment?
Okay, just what we share. Yes, we understand right now this is the difficult moment for everyone, but we never lose our faith to the futures. And the most important is we are still working on lots of the activities. Yes, we are not easy to engage with the people physically, face by face. So that's the reason we work out lots of online activities. So we will keep working on this duration, and even we'll launch lots of the program coming very soon. We hope we can connect with the people, not only for Advantech, but also the customer, partner, and each of you. We would like to build up this kind of the social networks. We not only talking about the business, we also can gather in together. We stay together to conquer this challenge.
Okay, Elvin from Malaysia.
Yeah, just what I mentioned just now, I still very emphasize, on two key points. The first one is always keep ourselves safe and health as the first priority, so that Advantech branch office, one of the branch office in the world, that we are always set our service on mode, to provide the continuous service and support, to minimize the impact, toward this COVID-19. So this is my comment on this. Thank you.
Okay. Finally, Andrew from Moscow. I'm sorry, Andrew, it's very noisy. Okay, technology sometimes also have trouble. Thank you for your time. The time is up, and I wish we will continue to have this kind of live seminar to keep update and share with you the most update information from Advantech. Thank you for your time, and please keep safe and healthy. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Andrew and Elvin. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.